Hello, I am a representative of the Plinovodi company, and I hope that I will manage to lead you in a soft manner through this hard technological speak. I would like to present to you the development concept when it comes to the natural gas transmission system. Our company is completing the 5th development plan in a row based on the document called the development plan. But in our heads, in our thinking, this plan is not only a very comprehensive, bulky document with a high number of tables and graphs and everything that goes along, but it is much more than that. I would like, first of all, to present a few facts and figures to you. In comparison to other European countries, Slovenia is at the lower edge of the scale. We are somewhat lagging behind. We are only slightly better from the European average when it comes to industrial use. But we are very low in electricity generation, so this needs to be taken into account when we develop our natural gas transmission system. When we make the assessment of needs and the final demand assessment, we see that the interest is relatively high. So if we took that into account, that would lead to a 30% increase of the usage of the currently available capacities for the natural gas transmission. So we are working on the transmission system of the natural gas only, and in this respect we have gained ample experience already. We can see that when we communicate with our colleagues abroad. We see that our work is yielding fruit because we have worked so much on the development systems. We have grown out of our childhood disease period. And if you drive across Slovenia, you can see the results of such development thinking everywhere. The Plinovodi company is building its capacities on a very sound base. The currently existing supply and demand, of course, are crucial parameters. But the plan, the document, includes all sorts of parameters, the current state of affairs, the potential scenarios, and it is also true that it includes also an unrealistic dimension. So we must understand that a plan is nevertheless only a plan, and we can only follow a certain path if the preconditions are there, so the necessary conditions for the fulfillment of our goal. Of course, as I said, this document is very comprehensive, but I would only like to point out on 3 elements. What is this 10-year document plan telling us today? We see that the potential when it comes to construction, expansion of the gas network is still very high. We are present in more than half of Slovenian municipalities, but only 1/3 of municipalities is equipped with natural gas transmission systems. So there is ample room for improvement here, but we must also look across our borders, beyond our borders. So far, we did not implement analysis of cross-border cooperation potentials. But 8 years ago, when we were still knocking on the doors of other companies located out of Slovenia, we were met with a certain degree of surprise, whereas the situation is completely reversed now. This is due to the European legislation and to the general requirement for the interconnectedness of transmission systems that need to follow the same guidelines. Now, very quickly, the dispersion or distribution of projects. We divided them into four key categories. I will not go into detail, but believe me that each of these categories could be discussed at length. We have more than 200 projects covered by the development plan. It is a development plan that goes beyond our borders. It takes into account different paths and different corridors, and it also envisages participation in different initiative projects. Now, to conclude, so 3 major points. The 5th development plan is about to be completed, and because it is the last one, it is the most recent one, it is also the richest, it is the most detailed, and it gives an adequate reflection of the situation in Slovenia, and it gives a very good overview of interconnections. The potential to expand the network is still very high, and the natural gas transmission system operator is included in takes part in several international projects, 34 projects, which enables us to look beyond our borders. We cannot operate as an island. We are a part of the integral system, and this situation abroad needs to be taken into account. Those were 3 major points that I wanted to make, and I'm available for further questions. Thank you.